Bill O'Reilly here. Please watch this highlight from the No Spin News. To watch the full episode on demand, simply visit BillO'Reilly.com and become a subscriber today.
So Trump got us through the pandemic perfectly fine. I mean, it was traumatic for the country, but economically, we were able to get through the crisis. And then when the economy began to open up, we really started to thrive again. Why? Because those pro-growth economic policies kicked back in. Once we started opening up in the spring of 2020, people forget because it's been so long and so harrowing. But we started to open up again in April, May of 2020. And when that happened, the growth began again. The jobs started coming back because we had this pro-growth economic environment, right? So then the election, we all know what happens there. When Donald Trump hands off the economy to Joe Biden on January 20th, 2021, he handed him the fastest economic recovery from any crisis on record. And now we see what Joe Biden has done with that. He has torpedoed it with reckless spending and all kinds of left-wing programs, wish lists being fulfilled by trillions of dollars in spending. Last year alone, the federal government spent $6.8 trillion that we do not have and cannot afford and did not need. When you have an emergency like we had with the COVID pandemic, emergency level spending is needed and justified. But when the government keeps emergency level spending absent the actual emergency, that leads down a very dark and unsustainable economic path. And that's the path we're on right now. You see it in every direction. We've got a weakening economy. First quarter GDP, negative 1.4%. The economy actually shrank significantly in this first quarter. We've got a weakening economy, skyrocketing inflation, sky-high gas prices, a labor crunch, and a supply chain crisis. None of this existed when President Trump was in office. It all exists now because you've got unified Democratic control in Washington, D.C. And they have abused their powers. They don't care that you're suffering. In fact, they relish it. You've got cabinet members laughing. You've got the president of the United States shrugging off your pain and suffering, whether it's at the gas pump, the grocery store, you name it. They don't care because they have their eye on the bigger prize of transforming the U.S. economy. In fact, the other day, Biden himself said, gosh, on energy prices, yeah, I understand the American people are having it rough right now, but this is an incredible transition. His exact words, incredible transition, meaning this is the plan all along. It is all deliberate. It's a deliberate destruction of the U.S. economy so they can replace it with a more Marxist model. And that's the truth. So on the one hand, you've got the Trump economy booming, thriving, rising tide lifting all boats. And now you've got the Biden economy, which is an intentional destruction of it, with all of the American people suffering in one way or the other. I think the comparison is pretty clear. And frankly, if President Trump decides to run again, all he's going to have to do is stand there because the comparison is going to be so stark. This is what's driving voters heading into November. It's sky-high gas prices and sky-high inflation in every other corner of their universe.
Inflation now at its highest level in 40 years. Interest rates skyrocketing. A recession may loom. Our retirement accounts are in real danger. If you want to protect your future, do what I did. Call the only precious metal dealer I trust, American Hartford Gold. They can show you how to protect your savings and retirement accounts by diversifying your portfolio with physical gold and silver. All it takes to get started is a short phone call, and they will have physical gold and silver delivered right to your door or put inside your IRA or 401k. They are the highest rated firm in the country, A+ rating from the Better Business Bureau, and thousands of satisfied clients. Plus, tell them O'Reilly sent you, and they'll give you up to $2,500 of free silver on your first order. So don't wait, please call now, 877-444-GOLD, 877-444-GOLD, or text GOLD to 65532. Again, that's 877-444-GOLD or text GOLD to 65532. Bill O'Reilly here. Thank you for watching this video, and make sure you subscribe to the First TV YouTube page. Just hit the big red subscribe button below, and you'll get clips and highlights of my program, The No Spin News, every single day. We'll see you soon.